my CD. Made it out of the trenches. Just salute when you see me. Yeah, salute when you see me. I'm getting greedy. I blowed up her budget on me. That's on me. I'm conceited. Treaty. Nah, that ain't how we treat it. This right here sound like a three-peat. I put the in it sound like I'm knee deep. I'm like, oh, you too needy. Me and HB going Juvie and BG. They gotta put my face on the box of Wheaties. I'm praying for whoever think they competing. Salute when you see me. That's all he ever, so that's how you greet me. I'm going TM 101 cheesy, and plus they got D2 on repeat. I'm with the love of my life for like 3 weeks, cause that's all I needed. She wanna go on a trip or retreat, but I'm sorry, I never retreated. I set the bar so high that you might as well leave it. I'm going undefeated. I broke in the system, had to breach it. That's mission impossible, mission completed. Salute when you see me. I got the heart of a god and a genie. I want you to love me, I want you to need me. When I this face is Fiji. I gotta get back to the hood. I remember when I was the needy. Clean me up, squeaky. She fell in love deeply. Sleepy. They like what I say, they repeat me. Yeah, look.
It is a cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the New Orleans Saints. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Conway. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Off the bootleg. Conway. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. This one into the hands of Mixon. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Conway escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Conway. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call. And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. So the decision to throw out that challenge flag, a good one, as they'll get credited with a completion. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 4-yard line.
They get this out left. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest?
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. His 9th touchdown of the season, and the Saints have taken the early lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Kiki QT now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. QT now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. To sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. On play action, they'll throw.
Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
This defense for the Saints, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a first down carry for Harris. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked
a throw for Claypool is intercepted.
Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Saints are going to have this short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Conway. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Second and 10.
To throw again. Conway. Steps away to his left. And that's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Conway. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. flush to his right. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Lutz's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Space to run past the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. He'll look to throw. Harris has it over the middle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. They'll set up a throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Dalton Keene as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
He finds McCoy. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. QT now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he gets this up past the 30.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Completion here to Claypool.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Another good throw there in what has been a strong rookie season to this point, Charles, as he now has surpassed the 3,000-yard mark with that last completion.
And just think, he's been forced to learn on the job here in his first year. Normally, veterans talk about, hey, I've got the answers to the test before the game even begins. But this guy's taking the test with every throw, with every game. And so far, he's passing with flying colors.
A big play there on the catch and run.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Dalton Keene
with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is down to a field goal. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Off play action. Conway. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right?
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Conway. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at the 18. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. 65 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 6. They'll roll him out right. That is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Lutz good on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. QT now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And that'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Steelers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Into the secondary past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Conway. James has got it. Complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. 2nd and 15. From the gun, Conway. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
The Saints on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Off the play fake. Conway. This for his running back, McCoy. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. On 4th down, Conway. Pass caught there by Nixon. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
This game has been a lesson, a clinic in how to throw the football. I mean, even with a big lead, they're not turning off the engine. They're not getting off the gas at all. They plan to keep going at them, and it's working for them.
Kamara with a run on 1st down, but he's fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage there. No gain. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
On 3rd down, Conway. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pop.
This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw.